Alrighty. Welcome back to Boruto Anime Review episode 295. Yes, the anime review series is back for the first time in 4 months. Now, with this particular one, we are discussing... Now, what we're discussing here is new Boruto manga. But here's the strange thing, though. Apparently, the main manga has ended. And it's been replaced with a brand new one called Blue Vortex. This is the first chapter of it, and it's called Boruto. Yep. Chapter starts off. By the way, this chapter is 51 pages long. So the chapter starts off with Sadara in her post-time skip attire approaching the Kage office. Now, this is what she looks like post-time skip. Now, I knew about the earrings for the Uchiha one and the choker. I knew about I knew about that and the partial reveal. I did not know the fact that her outfit's all black and red. Now, it's a time skip, so here we go. And by the way, we have a brand new Hokage. Yeah, she's saying Hokage, and new Hokage. Here's Baruto's new attire, which didn't really change very much. Just adding a few symbols there, add a sword. Not much change there. Plus eyes closed. And then apparently... So it's revealed here that apparently Shikamaru was taken over as the Hokage in Baruto's place. Kohaku is assistant now, apparently. So I was like, explained over and over, and you understand. Right back at each other, right? You give me chances, he crossed the line first. He's like, remember he's going to kill Hokage. Like I said before, your entire premise is wrong. Baruto never killed Lord 7. At least give him a chance to tell the side of things. Why is that anything? Why are we running out guilty? We also have either Shogun I was terrorist testimony. If someone was your dead, would you run too? Please say we're hear him out. Listen, Sadara, the sanction against Boruto isn't in line with Koga's. It's the will of people. So yeah, they think he portrayed him, but yeah, and then of course she calls him a blockhead. And Konohamaru, who was a former teacher. So, by the way, in the anime, Sadara's supposed to be a Choni. But here, I think she's implied to be still a Genin. My Lord 8th. What about you? You never were a Genin. And he's like, come to Dad's traitor too, just like Boruto. This is nothing to do with Sasuke. I'm taking over your future as a Konoha shinobi. Lord 7 once when my dad brought back my dad when he was gone rogue, committed great crimes. He still became Hokage while he was still Genin. My role model is Lord 7th, not you. And then we see Naruto and Hinata in this other dimension just look like they're unconscious. And we see Kawaki's slight change of attire. He's more of a punk now. He's got this weird belt. His coat's changed. Aside from that, he's very low change for him. And here's Sasumori, where she changed her attire. No longer the sailor outfit she was wearing. It's now basically this black dress with this tie. And apparently, it's like everyone's saying that Boruto is basically not Naruto saying, you know, he really is. I mean, are these people so stupid the fact that because he changed memory can't tell by his frickin' face he's got the same whisker scars as his father? And it's implied Himawari doesn't know the fact that Boruto is her own blood brother. She thinks that Kawaki is? No, it's like bullcrap. They chat for a while. Ida basically texts him too. And of course, she does ask the obvious question, how are you two immune? This is what everyone else has basically changed. Like, we reverse it. Like, don't know how to reverse it, so we'll leave it at that. And of course, chat about it for a while. And then we see apparently, okay, so, yeah. So, it's like everyone becomes punks post-time skip. I mean, Sadara, you look at her, she looks like a slut, but she really isn't. She doesn't act like one, she dresses like one. Okay, here's Mitsuke's new attire. All black with a silly belt. Yes. What is up with the belt fetish? Do not know the reason for that. And apparently he's grew his hair out post time skip. Interesting. So aside from new attire and just grew his hair out, doesn't much change with him. And then we cut to, I kid you not, Himawari. And she's aged. Like, wow, she's actually grown. Cho-Cho show off her belly now, which she never did pre-time skip. Yep. So, what is Himawari's new attire? We'll find out soon. Of course, she's practicing ninja training moves with Cho-Cho. So we kind of get a brief glimpse of her outfit here, where it's kind of, this is basically her new ninja attire. Like, okay. So I have a question though. Why in the world does everyone wear these belts this way? Makes no sense. We see Shikamaru, where he is, well, the only thing changed for him is the fact he changed his coat. Shikadai doesn't look like his father anymore. Of course, they compliment her, and of course, yeah, now she looks a lot like her beautiful mother. You look at the way she's drawn here, she looks exactly like Hinata. Yes, and apparently it's okay for women to show off their bellies, like show off their abdomens, but apparently Sadara is not going to do that. She shows off her shoulders, but not her belly. Yeah. And of course she feels like something's weird. And we see she's got a choker too. Yeah, so like Sadara, she's got a choker too. But hers got flour on it. Don't know the reason for that. So, I'm explaining about dad alive somewhere. And then we see Kawaki, where he apparently is going to look like a renegade maybe? And he apparently attacked Code's claw mark on the back of a guard's neck. Somehow, someway he did that. So yeah, and then all of a sudden, this weird creature comes out of his neck. Where the heck this creature came from, don't know. Like this unknown chalk in the village, and of course, like, and then it looks like we see, oh my gosh, a woman who looks like Sakura. But I'm like, you look at this character, she looks, if this is supposed to be Sakura, I'm like, okay, no, that can't be Sakura because basically she's not that scared of a freaking monster. Yeah, this is probably some random civilian who just drawn like her. Also, another way they know this is not her, no mark on her forehead. Yeah, because Sakura has had that, I believe, since post-time skip of the original Naruto series. This one, this like looking like Sakura, it's not her. So they run away. And of course, this woman's told to run away. And of course, the Kawaki battling his code there. Of course, Sadara shows up, helps out too. And Code arrives via his own monster. Yep. Oh yeah, it also shows the fact that Sadara was wearing short shorts. Yep. Also, her boots basically are like, almost like they're like not pushed up all the way. It's like the part pushed down. It's like, oh yeah, let's make everybody teenage gangsters. So like, Code, nice to finally meet you, Uchai Sadara. Yeah, and Code looks like he's just in a different outfit. I'm like, I was kind of surprised to see that. He also got a scar across his eye. Like, where the heck get that from? Yeah, look at this. Code's got a scar across his eye. Could a Kawaki get him? Don't know. Look at Boruto. It's like, thinks Boruto's village like draw him out because Sadara's there. You can summon him. So apparently he hasn't seen him in 2 years. That's why Sadara hasn't seen him in 3 years. So he may run into Boruto a year into the time skip. And speaking of Boruto, he just completely out of nowhere stomps on his face, where obviously he's going taller. Like, and he says this, it's kind of sick. It's that kind of sick training that creeps girls out. Apparently, it looks like he's got like several badges on himself. And the way he's like, apparently he's ditched his coat that he wore previously. Yeah, his previous coat he wore pre-time skip, that's gone. He's got a coat that's similar to Sasuke's. It could be Sasuke's coat. He's also got a sword now. He battles Code, and apparently everybody knows the fact that the Boruto's in the village. And then we see him, like, this is what he kind of looks like now. Where he looks like Sasuke. Yes. Though we have seen this outfit before. Kind of. In the opening chapter of the previous manga and the first episode of the anime. And of course, Boruto says, like, and the Kawaki says, "You finally showed yourself, Boruto." Yes. Now, in the case of Boruto's scar, there is an explanation for that. Kawaki did that to him. Why Code's got a scar over his eye, don't know. We'll find out next month. Yeah, so this, really good. I was kind of surprised how really good this was. Yep. I'm going to give this chapter a 10 out of 10. Because I had heard rumors about this. Like, I mean, I knew that everybody's going to get change outfits, but it's like, oh, let's make everybody teenage punks. I'm like, why? Like, it seems as though all the girls, Chocho, Himawari, gosh, all those adamants. But not Sadara. Nope, not Sadara. Not even Sumuri. Sumuri is more conservative than everybody else. Sadara, basically, she's kind of like that way too. Oh, and I think it's implied. I'm not sure what the status of Team 7 is because Baruto's on the run. Kawaki meets I'm sure. I would not be surprised if somehow that Team 7 was disbanded. They don't say, but we'll find out when they release next chapter. Do I think it would be monthly or it doesn't say when next chapter comes. I'm sure it probably will be next month because that's what the previous manga was. Okay, so yeah, that's a particular video. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to Bleach, and that'll probably be it for tonight. Okay, next video. Bye.